Hey everyone, happy Friday. So, one thing I wanted to talk a little bit today is something we're working on here at APP, which is kind of re-clarifying our goals, in particular as we move into quarter 3. So, I know it sounds crazy, but July is not that far away. Crazy in the US and the States that Memorial Day weekend is next weekend, and then it's kind of like a quick slide down. But for me, this has changed our business, and it's a good time to say, okay, Q2 is a curveball. We couldn't stay on track with our exact plans due to travel and some of the speaking engagements getting canceled. So now, what does this new phase of phase 2 look like? And really getting geared up and super clear and super sharp. And it's important to have goals if you're on a team because it helps clarify where we're going and what we're heading towards. Where do people need to put their energy and effort? If somebody sees something, it's not just about doing the tasks, which a lot of agencies get stuck into. And sometimes we do too. It's like, hey, well, I did all the stuff this week. It's like, great, but that stuff has to lead and put bricks to get us to that higher place. And so I've been doing a lot of research on goals, and something that kind of has resonated with me is that a lot of people don't put goals together for one reason. And the reason is it's really uncomfortable. If we don't hit it, it feels bad. Failure feels terrible. And I think you have to relook at it and say, hey, maybe there's 3 different tiers of goals. Like, here is what we really need to be at a minimum. Here's where we're due to be, in a really cool place. And then here's what would be like to be super ridiculous. And sometimes I think we set it up a little too high. And so for me, what we're looking at is how do we structure goals for the next 2 quarters that make sense, that keep everybody happily employed as well, and that keep everything moving forward. So I encourage you guys to sit down and put some goals together. And even if it's not clear how we get there, I think the first step is always clarifying in your head, okay, well, what does this look like? What did I learn from the coronavirus? What are things we need to cycle back in to make sure that we're stronger if should something like this were to happen again? And then where can we set some wins? Because the other half of goals is winning and celebrating and feeling good about the job accomplished. And I think with everything going on as we transition into different scenarios, people need to feel those wins and feel really good about what they've accomplished. So those are my strategies for you. I hope you have a great day. Think about it over the weekend. It's going to take some time, I think, to set goals for Q2, Q3, and Q4. And that's why we're starting on them now. Have a good weekend, guys.